A quick disclaimer before I start the video. This is not meant to be like this is the only way, the only right way to draw dragons. This is just how I draw them, and I just want to show you and probably maybe even help. So when I draw dragons, I usually start with simple lines, mostly straight, some more curvier lines for the horns, yeah, or the neck, but mostly rather straight lines because this helps me when it comes to different perspectives and different angles. I always can keep to those shapes and just make the dragon like that. I don't know. Yeah, I just do it with some simple, easy shapes. So like this. This is basic, simple shapes. When I'm done with that, I start to make more details. Here I started with the nose. I don't know why, but you see, I am mostly following the lines from the previous sketch and just refine and smoothen out things so the dragon takes on more how to say it. English is my native language, as you probably can hear. So it looks more alive and more like an actual animal or creature. And yeah. So here you can see me struggling a bit with the eye. I end up changing it a few times, but yeah, it is still way easier, as if I just started with this as my first sketch instead of the lines from before. It's a good guide and all. So when I'm drawing this second sketch, I just keep it very basic, no extra horns or spikes or whatever, just a simple plain dragon with just the basic features like eyes, nose, mouth, neck. Oh no, really? Well, yeah, so here you have it. A basic dragon. So when I am drawing this dragon, so the previous steps I showed you right now, I always keep in mind, or I always think about what would its skeleton look like. How would its skull look? Struggling with English right now. Anyway, so you can see I'm trying to draw a skull right now just to explain this. I'm a bit struggling because I've never drawn a skull from imagination. I'm actually using a horse skull for reference and just changing it up a bit to fit more with the dragon form and its teeth and stuff. So yeah, when I'm drawing a dragon, or generally any animal, I'm trying to keep in mind how its skeleton would look like. Now specifically a skull, and just keep the shapes in mind when drawing. Like, yeah, I don't really know how to explain this right now, but I think you get the point. So this is also helpful with the jaw, like when the dragon has its mouth open. Sometimes I see other artists struggling with the right size. Sometimes the jaw seems too short, like the dragon would have an overbite, or too long. Both can be the case. So when I am drawing a dragon with an open mouth, I think about where is the joint of the jaw, and make like a point there, and then make like an L-shaped line, because the jaw isn't just straight. It first goes down, as you can see here, and then I just rotate it from this point on, and then I actually have the correct length for the jaw. It's pretty simple, you just need to get the hang of, but yeah, it works for me. I don't know if it works for other people too. Yeah, I'm just trying my best at explaining things right now. So yeah, now I just basically sketch the spine real quick, and yeah, that's it. So next we have like the spikes and stuff like this. You can of course keep the dragon as it is, and just start painting from there, but I like to spice things up a little, make the dragon a bit more interesting and distinguishable from other dragons. So like here, in this example, I'm just sketching some simple classic spikes and an extra horn. So when you do this, just think about that it probably has some wrinkles around there in the skin. Here I am actually doing another variant where the skull would probably look a little bit different, as it has like this bony structure above its nose and eyes that probably protects the eyes. And this is actually how I drew dragons all the time, like before when I wasn't really that good at dragons yet. I still do it sometimes now, but I don't really like the look of it anymore, but just wanted to show this example. You can do with it whatever you want. Oh, also I added this bag-like thing on your neck. I do this with fire-breathing dragons. Like there are the glands that produce the like fire or something. Yeah. So here, this is like my third example, and this is actually my dragon OC Irinth. I don't know if I pronounced this right. I can't even pronounce the name of my own OC. So she is a feathered dragon. Like, sure, she has some scales and all, but her back and her wings are feathered. Like there are no boundaries when it comes to dragons. With what you can add a second pair of wings. You can add more legs, maybe. I don't know. Like the only boundaries are your imagination. You could you could also add like one single horn in the middle of their forehead, like with a unicorn. Yeah, you can do basically everything. That's something I really like with dragons. No. So, yeah, this is Ironth. Oh, also I added those scales on her belly and her throat. So now that you added all the details and stuff, it's actually time for painting. I am just speeding through this process right now with the time lapse. And I basically start with adding the base colors, then the shading, some simple shading, and then I merge everything into one layer and just use like my favorite brush currently is the gouache paintbrush in Clip Studio Paint, and I basically do everything with this at a time. Of course, you can paint your dragon however you want. This is this is like a completely individual process. Everyone does it different. I just like to keep it all on one layer. It's kinda easier for me. So yeah. I don't really know what to explain about this right now or anything. So I just talk a bit about Ironth, I guess. So yeah, I already said that she's my only and my first Dragon OC, and I actually don't have any personality information or backstory at all for her at the time. She's a work in progress, and I only have her reference sheet and some pictures of her that I drew. And yeah, what can I say more about her? This all is kind of difficult for me because it's the first time I'm making like voiceover. And again, English is not my native language. Yeah, I'm trying my best. So, yeah, this is all unscripted because I'm struggling with that even more, and yeah, I guess just enjoy the rest of this speed paint. Yeah. So now that she's finished, let's have a look at all. So here is the sheet with all the explanations and stuff. You can actually find this on my DeviantArt. I will link it in my description. So yeah, I basically got from the skull to that I only imagined in my head to some basic lines, then some finer shapes, details, and then this finished painting. So yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I hope you liked it, and I'm planning to make a series out of this, like how to draw dragons or something like this. I don't know when the next video will come out, as I don't have like an uploading schedule or anything like this, and I'm kinda lazy, but we will see. I am trying to upload weekly, so yeah, we'll see about this. So yeah, bye.